Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Eagles 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack by Marcus Hunt. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stop short.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Packers 14, Eagles 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
10-yard loss.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
From the 44, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun. Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. They get it to Foster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Running on first down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Eagles nothing.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Zadarius Smith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And they can't bring him down. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 33.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check. Boom, boom. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
On first down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. About 3 yards there to the 27. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Green Bay Packers sets up a 1st down and goal.
Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10.
Check 31. Check 31. Check. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoff.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Foster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
His kick.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw, it's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Packers 28, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. 6-man. Check curls. Switch. Right grip.
Mike's 50. Here's Wentz to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
To Zach Ertz.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the play.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to the rookie from TCU. That's Jalen Reagor. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the Eagles' 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rodgers again now. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Foster, as the first half is winding down, and the Packers add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Strip that ball. Watch the safety. Come on. Great finish done.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Jones, the ball carrier.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Rager, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
I would dare say that these guys will have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 25.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the...
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go, team. It's going to be an all-day offense.
The give is to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
9-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. It's too much to handle on the other. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
74.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. And it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
36 down, man, 5-4.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's good.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14 from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now on 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
The ball carrier.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Complete to Miles.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, 950, 950. Watch the run, watch the run. 50's the mark, 50's the mark.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. He's gonna let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It's a gain of 53
So on 4th down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
10 at the 20-yard
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
45. Eagles 27. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of...
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
The turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Sanders, the ball carrier. The tackle by Dean Lowry.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Kevin King with a pick. The 40, the 20. 10.
Keep going, keep running, man.
Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Packers 52, Eagles 27.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. We hold this. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
They'll go again with Sanders. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
At the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down. Today's final score, Packers.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a